Raiders Fateless, they finally announced the name of their very first game. In today's video, we're gonna have a sneak peek at the trailer. We're gonna find details about how we can sign up for the beta. And of course, we're gonna have a look at a couple of different things related to the game. I will link this full video in the pinned comment, guys, and the link for the website so you guys can start and pre-register for the beta if you want to do it. I do want to say a couple of different things before we dive into the video. I have super high hopes for this game, okay? So definitely looking forward to it. From what I understood, so far they're kind of like aiming to release the game next year, so in the next 10 to 12 months, which is actually not too far away, to be honest. Recently, I've been constantly looking for a new game, something to cover on my other channel as well, and something to potentially introduce on the main channel, right? And I gotta say it, man, there are absolutely no good games coming out in the near future. Like, some of the games that are literally getting released now, it feels like they are over 10 years old. They feel super, super bad in terms of everything. Animations, character movement, just the overall interface of the game, you know? So definitely, I have super high hopes for this game, but let's dive straight into it, guys.
Hey guys, this is Simon from Fateless. Oh my god! So much going on right now. Gamescom is literally 2 weeks away, a little bit less. In 2 weeks, we will be in our booth at Gamescom showing off the demo. In this video, I'm going to tell you the name of the game at last. We can share the name of this game, our first game we're producing at Fateless. We're going to be going through some of the stuff we're building right now for Gamescom. I'm going to talk to you about, if for some reason you're in Germany, you're at Gamescom, how can you get involved? How can you come and find us? And I'm going to be showing you some of the updates around the polish in the background for the demo. I'm not going to show you the full demo yet, but damn, the game is literally taking...
So guys, Gamescom is kind of like a massive game convention that's every year in Germany, basically. A lot of companies go there to either look for investors, either to kind of like promote their game and stuff. I actually had an opportunity to go last year with Dragonair, but unfortunately, I was not able to make it. You know, baby and all that stuff is definitely making life a bit more complicated in terms of just pack your suitcase and just disappear, you know. But it's pretty interesting that they are going there as well, as expected, to be honest. So if any of you guys are in Germany, feel free to knock at their booth, you know.
In shape, and I can't believe how much progress we've made in the last couple of weeks. Roll the teaser.
Bring on the teaser. Let's see. So these are some of the champions that they will have in the game. Got a Valkyrie here. Nice. Egyptians. We've got the Spartans in here. This might be King Arthur, most probably. Pretty damn badass, huh? Graphics look dope. This might be a Zeus. And the name of the game, God Forge, guys. It's actually a pretty good name. It's actually a pretty good name that really fits their theme, right? So they're going around mythology. I know initially they wanted to basically take on an IP from a massive company, regardless, but that might be Star Wars, Marvel, etc., you know. Personally, I kind of like told Simon as well ages ago that getting an IP I don't think is a great idea. Not only that, you might put a lot of people off. I'm not a massive fan of Star Wars, for example. You know, I wouldn't necessarily go to play a Star Wars game, and probably a lot of you guys will be the same with, I don't know, different IPs out there. So basically taking the mythology and just, it's free, right, as well, and plus you can create whatever characters you guys want and stuff. So it's definitely a much, much better idea. So the name of the game, guys, will be God Forge, and hopefully this will be the next boss in town. While I do like the title, Raid Killer and stuff, you know, which most probably we're gonna use on this video as well, because it definitely has a very good click rate. I do think that Raid is at such a massive advantage in the market. The only thing that can kill Raid is probably themselves, right? Like doing some big mistakes and stuff. But honestly, I'm definitely looking forward to have a new game that's able to kind of like be at that level, you know. So far, since I've been playing Raid Shadow Legends, there's been only one game that stood a chance versus Raid. But unfortunately, it flopped at the moment, at least in USA, and that was Dragonair. Super good graphics. Of course, some of the things were not perfect, like the seasonal idea and stuff. But other than that, in terms of graphics, there's literally absolutely nothing coming out that even has a chance to compete with Raid. So seeing that they're really going all in basically bringing in good graphics, good gameplay and stuff is definitely a very good sign. So we're going to find out a few details related to the beta signups, guys, because that's something that probably a lot of you guys are eager to hear as well, right?
I'm going to be one of the first people to play this game. To get your hands on Godforge, come to Fateless website here, the brand new website that we've just had created. I want to call out Dan and the team he's had making this happen. Like, they've been working like crazy over the last couple of months to just pull all of this together, and Godforge is born. We've got the beta sign up on this front page, a really simple sign up sheet. You do need to be a Discord user and to put your Discord ID in here to be involved in the beta. Like, the reason for that is we need to get a really great amount of information back from testers and beta players to enhance the final launch. Okay, and in terms of timeframes here, nothing set in stone, but we're looking to do a very small beta towards the end of the year. And that's going to have probably hand-selected people.
So that's actually pretty awesome. Towards the end of the year. It's almost the end of the year, right? It's mid-August, so we're getting close to the end of the year. Definitely looking forward, man. Pumped. Hopefully we're gonna be able to test out the game, bring it on the channel, you know, have a look at what they have planned, what sort of content they are pushing in the game, of course. PvP, PvE, whatever that might be. I know for a fact, Simon mentioned before, that they're really trying to basically release the game with 300 plus champions, and that's very, very important. A lot of games that are coming out nowadays, guys, they might have a very small handful of champions, and that gets boring very, very quick. We like to be able to collect Pokemons. We like to be able to use tons of different strategies and to have tons of different options when we are playing this type of games, you know? And I know a lot of games that flopped in the past because they released with like 30 champions / heroes, whatever, you know? A game is never really going to make it with 30 champions. And if you release the game like this, it's going to take you years and years to basically develop hundreds of champions to bring in inside of the game. The more champions, the more variety, the more options for players, you know? So that's definitely a very, very good thing. But it seems like they are planning to do a small, closed beta, guys, which will be towards the end of the year. And that will not be related to the website. But let me just quickly let Simon explain all that stuff.
That are super active in our Discord, or, you know, part of our Patreon group, or people that we just know and trust that have been part of the community for years. But it's going to be small, okay? Mainly in-house people, and it's just pure feedback. Feedback, what do we need to tweak, improve, all that type of stuff. This beta sign-up is much bigger, and it's going to be in the first quarter of next year. We're not entirely sure when that's going to land, but it's going to land when it feels like it's the right time to do it, to get people playing really the core of the game. And you might get more rewards than you normally would on that type of stuff, just because we're trying to allow people to play the game at a bit of pace and give us feedback around.
So basically, I feel like this will probably happen next year, of course. I think he's mentioning it somewhere here if he hasn't done it already. They might basically load the accounts with some extra rewards to really kind of like be able to test most of the things in the game. So they just want to collect a lot of feedback to make sure that they will release the game in a good condition, basically, you know.
You know, game styles around the different features and game modes that we've built, all of that type of stuff. Does it feel like a great game that's going to come in and compete with the big boys? That's what we want to do. That's what we're putting all this work and effort in for. We don't just want to kind of limp in and be one of the group. We want to be right up there competing with the big boys. So honestly, if everything goes according to plan for them, they definitely have a very good chance at being at the very top, competing with the big dog, which is Raid, right? There's no other game competing with Raid in this genre. Yes, we have Genshin Impact, Wuthering Waves, and all the other games that are completely different. They're still gacha games. They have a massive, massive amount of players. But
they're very, very different. They're open world. You gotta grind it all day. I've played a few of those games as well myself to kind of like try them out and see how it is. Wuthering Waves is one of the newish released. I feel like it's been released 3 months or so, or 2 months ago. Very, very good game. Okay, it's completely different from Raid, but it's a very good game. But it takes a lot of time to play it, and I feel like the majority of the people won't be constantly clicking, or so used with the culture of auto battles, insta battles, and stuff like this within our community, you know. So they definitely have a very, very good chance at being one of the top dogs in this space if they're getting everything right and if the game is good, of course.
That's what this beta sign up is for, and it's a relatively low energy sign up, just so that we've got your information for now.
And let's have a look at some of the gameplay, whatever he is showing us in here. The full trailer has not been officially released. Probably they are planning to keep that for Gamescom, right? To be a bit of hype about it. And that will be in around 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken. I think the 27, 28, something like that. So definitely looking forward to see the full trailer as well.
The demo, and obviously we've got these great settings. We've got a UI that starts to make some sense.
Okay, that actually looks pretty good. Of course, this is still early on, but the graphics look pretty badass in the background. So I'm sure there's a lot of things that they are still planning to improve in terms of visuals and stuff. This is like literally a very small demo. I'm not sure if this is Zeus. I would assume it's Zeus. I'm very surprised to see that he's a melee character, to be honest. What's all this about, guys? Huh? Is Zeus a melee character or a ranged character? Very surprised to see that.
The impact of some hits going in. I've seen some ults, by the way, which look insane. I can't wait to show you the full demo. As I said earlier, it really helps if you share this video and share the sentiment with your clans. Get your friends sign up for the beta. Get your friends and your mum and your dad and your gran coming and join in.
Get everybody to sign up, guys. Even the dog, even the cat. But that's pretty much everything that we know so far related to the game. We got the name of the game, Godforge. We managed to see a couple of different sneak peeks related to the trailer, and of course a bit of a gameplay right there with the characters. The background actually looks pretty badass. I like how they're making the enemies as well to kind of like be part of the mythology, matching the background, like a pyramid behind the desert and all that. Looks pretty dope. So right here is their website, guys, if you want to sign up for the beta. As you probably noticed that in the video. Pretty straightforward. Name, email, Discord, bang, and you signed up for the beta. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. What do you think about the very first few things that we managed to see related to the game? As usual, appreciate all of you guys watching. Much love, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.